Well, Jim, congratulations, a point here tonight. You must be pleased with that.
It's not just a point. I think the manner in which we played, and I think the reaction of our fans for the last 20-30 minutes sort of showed how they felt that we were worthy of the point and perhaps more.
What was the game plan? It looked as if you were keeping it really tight in the first half and then second half looking to pick them off on the break. Is that a fair reflection of your plan?
Not really, no. No, we wanted to be nice and solid. We wanted to make sure that, as we refer to it, zone 14, the bit between the centre forwards and the attacking midfielders. So we kept Rowie and Bradley quiet.
Yeah.
They're major threats for them and top players. So we want to keep them quiet. I think a few of our players just didn't know how to work out their shape. So the front three were left a little bit isolated at times. If they'd connected a little bit better at different times, we could have been more of a threat. But no, there was no intention to defend deep. It's just, like I said, what you need to do is retract into a good solid shape and then expand into a good attacking shape. And like I said, we're still learning that.
How do you stop a team that scored 94 goals though in one season so far?
We're just done tonight. We didn't park the bus.
No.
We asked people to work really hard, fill spaces, cut off passing lines, get down the line of crosses, defend the box well. The only thing that let us down probably was a couple of sloppy challenges that led to free kicks. Fortunately the wall did its job and Ben did his job. So yeah, we restricted them, but it wasn't at the cost of us not having an opportunity at the other end. I think we had a lot of set plays, we had a lot of opportunities around the box, we had lots of opportunities to cross the ball and we didn't take them. That just shows a little bit like where we perhaps are not ruthless enough to play on the blind, put balls in the box and trust that players would be in there. But the set plays were good, and if we had scored a goal today, I don't think anybody could have said that we didn't deserve one.
Well, you very nearly did. Sefton Gonzalez so close to getting off the mark, and he's got that anticipation, hasn't he? He's put in a great shift tonight.
Yeah, I thought he was really tired. It was a heavy pitch on Saturday, and he put in a huge shift. I was worried about him first half. Him and Danny, I thought, and Jimmy, they all looked a little bit, maybe a half a yard off the pace, a little bit sort of. I know they're getting stretched, but I thought second half they all upped it. But again, we've got to be conscious that we've got another big game Saturday, and these are two massive games. So, but Sefton did really well, and I think if he had scored, I'd have been delighted for him because the way he's playing at the moment deserves something.
Explain why Danny Lloyd came off. I mean, he looked disappointed, didn't he, for the second game running to be taken off, particularly facing his former club. But obviously, you've got your reasons.
Well, I thought in the first half, every time he got the ball, it broke down quite a lot. His set plays were good. There was a threat there, but I thought the second half, apart from that one little burst, I didn't think he offered the same threat that he normally has. And I want to try and get Kane into the pitch, and what I want to do is make sure that we don't overuse Danny, and make sure that Danny's fighting fresh for Saturday, because Saturday's a huge game now and we need a fully recharged Danny Lloyd. I thought it wasn't a risk taking him off and putting Kane on. You could see as Kane got, after the first 5 minutes, got into his stride, you could see the threat he had, and like I said, it was a difficult one because I don't think we can play both of them without taken away from our defensive solidity. So, but between the front three, Jimmy, a big man, and one of the quick ones, I think we were a threat all night. So, like I said, I felt it was the right time to give Kane a run out.
We knew these two games were going to be massive, away to Salford, away to Fylde. Have you got what you wanted out of them, or did you want or even expect a little more?
But look, when you win the game 1-0, and you don't see it out, you're disappointed. And when you're in a position where if you take your opportunity, and we're not talking about isolated opportunities, our set plays were good and we've got balls in the box, we've got first contact, we've hit the post, we've had other opportunities perhaps to work the keeper. So yeah, disappointed, but if we step back and think how far we've come, and to be facing a double, not a double-headed weekend, but playing Salford away and Fylde away. I mean, not just playing Salford and Fylde, but playing them away where they've got a fantastic record at home. And to get two really positive results, 2 points is slim pickings for two away games, but for us, it just shows you how far we've come. And and to come away from Salford and be a little bit disappointed you didn't get 3 points, and to come away from today and think we could have got more than 1 point. But so I'm really pleased, and it's all down to the lads' hard working ethic, and the just desire to stick to the task. I mean, you're talking about lads who've been painting and decorating and working today, coming here tonight against full-timers who've had 48 hours to prepare for this game. So in that sense, it's a great testament of their professionalism.
And it's 1 defeat now in 17. And the fact you've got these 2 draws suggests that if you do get into the playoffs, you've nothing to fear from teams in the top 5 at the moment.
Well, I would expect Fylde to be champions. I think they've got the quality, and I think they'll see it over the line. There'll be nervous moments, but I think between now and the end of the season, I think they'll have the quality to win the games. I think Kidderminster and Salford are strong enough units to be in the playoffs. So I think there's a real scramble emerging now for the other spots. So, but yeah, Salford, Kidderminster, Brackley, we don't fear anybody, because as the season's gone on, we're growing and growing. And like I said, from our perspective, not really worried about the players at this moment. What we need to do now is get back to Edgeley Park now over the next couple of weeks, maximise the points, get ourselves right in the mix and be in the playoffs, and then be professional right to the end of the season and get as many points as we can. I mean, today I think marked 60 points. I think it was the same as last year, probably the highest we've had at this level, with 7 games to go. So it's a magnificent respect to all the staff and the players for the work they've done so far this season, and with 7 games to go, we're looking to push on and get into the mid-70s.
And a lot of those games, particularly the last half dozen, are against teams right at the bottom end. Is there a risk of complacency, but you're playing teams that may be scrapping for points?
I don't think there'd be any complacency. I mean, but you're right. You're right. You're going to have teams that new managers have gone in there and changed the mentality of the teams there. So they're going to work really hard. They're going to fight for everything. They're going to be well organised, and they're going to get, they're highly motivated. From my point of view, our record over the season against teams below us has been really good. We've averaged, I think, 2.2 points per 3. So that's a really good record. So from my point of view, it's just, like I said, just be as professional as we have in the last 2 games, and like I said, then just work really hard and make sure that we get the maximum out. And I think if the lads do that, then we'll pick up the points. But again, they're all tough games.
I think your team contributed to a great game to watch tonight. Well done.
For a 0-0, it was a fantastic game, and like I said, a great atmosphere. And like I said, if this had been at another level, people would have had great respect for this level. I mean, so it was a great football game and a great advert, I think, for Conference North.
Well done.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.